Larissa-Juliana is the second ref for this game. No time to say hello to those present, sheltering themselves from the beating sun this morning. It is very, very warm out there already. Promises to be a hot day with hot action too.
Player number 1, winner of 43 F5 gold medals and the best offensive player in 2006 and the point 10.
Well, quite naturally it will be the Brazilian away team to be presented to the crowd first. They can say their biggest cheer for the home stars. Here's Juliana, best defensive player last year, racked up the awards. There's one for the yellow-clad Brazilian team. Well, they started off the season by surprisingly finishing as low as 4th in the Brasilia Open. Of course, was extra surprise because of the wonderful high standards they set themselves. Lost the semi on that occasion to this very pairing from China. Chinese have that Brasilia win to their name already this year, before they came spurred last week in Sanya after losing out the semi. Xue-Xi wears one, born in Fushuan. 10 career wins, all of them with her present partner. That's on the Swatch World Tour. Remember the Asian Games, continental champions at the moment, and big candidates for London. Of course, they'll shake each other's hand at the net, but they already know well about each other. 30th meeting this between the two teams. So the coin toss has taken place. I'll tell you that it will be the Chinese to start left-hand side. As per usual, it'll be their left-handed Xue-Xi who will take the serve. First target is Juliana. Larissa best setter last year. Good takedown by Xue-Xi. Chance for an early hit. Juliana. Larissa. Just about they can drive to keep it in. There's Chen. It was always an opportunity with nobody there at the net, and what a start. Juliana Larissa on the back foot from the off in that point. She used to serve a heck of a lot tougher in terms of speed. It's a jump serve without too much power. She still does the damage though, puts it in the good areas. This time it's not good enough to prevent the response of the Brazilians though, who managed to side up. Of course the Chinese winning this tournament back in 2006, the first time they played together. Takedown by Zhong, she'll have a chance now for the bump set to hit home. Juliana with the first touch, wasn't the greatest. Was asking more from a partner Larissa to get there though. To say that Larissa Florence in particular hasn't looked anywhere near like the form that she can produce so far in the opening couple of events this season. I've been a bit wobbly through this week, which we'll tell you about in a moment. That's worse than wobbly from Xue-Xi. Straight into the net. Chinese unbeaten, by the way, this week. Yet to lose a set, in fact, coming through their quarter-final match yesterday against the Xue-Xi sisters from Austria. Here's Juliana to serve at 2-2. Set goes high to Xue-Xi. Cutting beyond the block of Juliana and down the line. So we continue to move with side out. Zhong serve, cross court. Larissa setting high, sitting wide, looks for the roll, and it's a move that's well executed. Well, here we go again. Never really in with a shout there. Here's Larissa. Oh, great serve. Super serving. Just a little short, straight in the middle as well. Zhong naturally, as the receiver, wants to get down the end as much as she can. Just creeping in front of Chen. themselves, really. Larissa going straight down the middle. Smart's going to go to Chen. Always to follow that one up once somebody misses it. Brazil eke out a lead. Simple move, same serve. Until she gets her confidence back, expect the balls to continue to rain down on Chen now. Surprising though, Larissa changed tack there. Apologises to a teammate. This time serve to Xue-Xi. And the Chinese to side out. Missed a trick there, the Brazilians. Chen straight down the line towards Juliana. Be up against her now. Well read by the Chinese. Chance to come back straight away to 5-5, and there it is. Really well played. Superb reading of the game by Xue-Xi. Juliana just left her something to aim at. It's the frustration you see in the picture. Oh, well played. One of the easier spikes that Larissa got to pull off during this season's 2012 World Tour. Season in which we had the Olympic Games, of course. All about the road to London from here until July. These two of the big candidates, by the way, to take the gold medal. Here's Chen. Looks for Zhong. There's the push down the line. In fact, I think it was poked with relative ease there by Xue-Xi. These two, just two of the 144 teams, 37 countries have entered here. This is bump for Juliana. She'll go long, it's too long. Well, they were fighting an uphill battle there. That set from Larissa well off the net. Chinese taking up the correct position in the middle of the court, not giving them too much to aim at. Larissa now, trying to get a little closer. Once more they make the miss. This is not like Brazil at all. Side switch, 8-6 to China. They come back from a 2-point deficit to lead by 2 themselves here. To say the Brazilians, as I said a little earlier on, had to play 2 3-set matches this week. They also lost in straight sets, quite surprisingly, to the Nystrom sisters, the 50th seeds from Finland in pool play. There's Larissa. Watching the second round match yesterday against Heather Manzi and Elizabeth Maloney of Canada. It certainly looked like the Brazilians were lucky to get away with the straight sets win there as well. Really pushed hard in the second set in particular. Canadians 3 or 4 points up towards the end. In the end, Brazil using all of their experience and hard work to take it out to 23-21. The ever-improving Canadians, though, puts them under real pressure. The Chinese continue their own upward curve here. 97. Chen. Here's Larissa. Looks for Juliana, well taken out. They get another chance for the Brazilians to come here. Looks for over on 2. Juliana, that's a gift. Well taken advantage of. China, all credit for hanging in there. Juliana beaten. There's Larissa. Oh dear. 10-7 then China. Chen and Zhong talking about the pressure on them by the Chinese public to win here. Not looking like they're feeling it at the moment. Juliana just about kept alive, over on 2. Larissa's turn now to hit. Oh, looks for the cut shot, misses it. Sillily, really. Larissa towards the line, and they're going to take time. Well, Larissa, normally the one to scream and shout and really knock a partner into shape, really, throughout the match. Today, he's having to be quite humble. Suggested at the beginning of this match that Larissa wasn't quite the player we've seen she has been over the past few years. Chinese team ever improving, really at the right age now. You must remember that despite being just 23 years of age, in her official biography, Xue-Xi says she's been playing for 10 years professionally. Zhongxue partner 12 seasons on tour, 27. And started them young. Chinese team reading competitive maturity. Play to resume then. 11-7 Brazilian timeout. What does it mean? Not straight away. Not enough to kill the point though. Larissa will have another go. This time gets a cut right. And finally, yes, finally Brazil have a side out. Not often you have to say that about Xue and Larissa's play. World champions, of course, all of those 42 gold medals together. Of course, they've even won once with other partners as well. Juliana missed out in the last Olympics because of her knee injury. To go to London. .12.8 then. Last point this before the first technical. Juliana to take down. Here's Larissa. Oh, wonderful. Arrowed cross court. That just keeps Brazil, albeit at arm's length, but still in it here in the first set. They are invariably long, drawn-out encounters between these two. Quite surprising that the last match actually went straight sets between them. That in Xangai last week. Juliana and Larissa winning the semi in just 44 minutes. Over in Brazil, it was a three-set encounter, won 17-15 by the Chinese. Winning the important points when it counted. Quite incredible to look back at the history between these two. Realise that the last 7 meetings have all been in semi-finals. The last time they met in a match that wasn't a semi was the Stade gold medal match in July last year. Easy win for Juliana Larissa on that day. The Chinese very much off colour, 21-15, 21-13 in just 36 minutes. Good 15 minutes into this one. And it's nicely poised in the first set. 12-9 to the Chinese. Larissa to serve now from the left-hand side as we look at it. Zhong up, looking for Chen. There's the block from Juliana. Into the game now at the net. We'll try again. Juliana once more gets a touch. This time it's not good enough. Chance of China from the crowd. Pouring in as the time goes by. Of course, weekend now. Expect bumper attendances for this Shanghai Final Four weekend. Women today, men tomorrow. Chen apologises. Not sure she means it though. Plays up quite nicely to the etiquette, of course, which says you don't celebrate that point, especially when it comes with such a look involved. Certainly won't mind it, I'm sure. 14-9, first set looking difficult now for the Brazilians. Juliana at least managed to side out. Larissa serve. This time in towards Zhong. Chen. Zhong to hit. Juliana backpedaling. In fact, she took one in the body there. Got it all wrong. No chance to set herself. The ball driven exceptionally hard at it. Zhong, good serve. Juliana does well to dig it out. Gets the scoop and manages the spike too. Cross court. in the corner. But off the net as well, not easy. We've got to get on with things quickly here, though. Larissa straight to the line. Trying to pick up some momentum. It's a starting point, really. They're going to fail to find that in this match. Now judged to be just on the line there. From Xue-Xi. Second in the season rankings after 2 events to Talita and Antonelli, who was in the second semi-final, by the way, the Brazilians. Here's Larissa. Juliana. Blocked. There's Chen. That's on the sand, and that is quite wonderful play by the Chinese. Well, they've no times out left here, the Brazilians. Wonderful pass there from Zhong, and straight down the middle. That was the right place to hit it from Chen. She has the height advantage over most players on tour. That could be the killer blow as far as the set's concerned, I'm afraid. Chen to go long though. Chen, cut shot, difficult angle, right hand up there as well. 18-12. Well, they have been absolutely magnificent this season, just losing the one match so far, Chen and Zhong. The only match they lost was against Juliana and Larissa in that semi-final. Turning back to win and pick up the bronze medal in Xangai. There is Larissa. Zhong denied by Juliana. Chen to punch long. Zhong with the left hand, looks for the roll and places it to perfection. Well, first set over as a contest. Now for Brazil it's about the momentum, about getting themselves in the match to try and win the second. 19-13, and it's very rare you see Juliana and Larissa lose a set by as many points. Great serve into the mix. Juliana failing on reception. Just 52 kilometers per hour, not the quickest, but all about the movement. Set point it is. Straight towards Juliana again. And there's the set. 21-13 is an absolute rout in the first. Chen, Xue and Xue-Xi absolutely roller coastering here alongside their home supporters. 21-13, Brazil down, not yet out. Let's see if they can come back in set 2. So here we are, centre court in Shanghai. If you're joining us a little late, then this is the story so far. The Chinese, Chen and Zhong, one of the top teams at the minute in the world. Top seeds here, by the way, at the Shanghai Grand Slam presented by Jinshan. And they are set up very comfortably indeed. 21-13 against the tour champions. Third seeds for this match and tournament. It is, of course, Juliana and Larissa. That's our Thai referee, Kritisada Paneseri, all ready to get things going again. Larissa to serve from left to right. Chen, here's Zhong to bump up. Chen hit down the line, it's too strong for Larissa. Normally the top defender in world beach volleyball. China though, immediately managing to side out, and they're one up in the second. Remember second semi-final, and get the words out in the right order coming for you. Vita and Antonelli in action against the current champions of this event, Yezo and Kaiser. Now net infringement. He's gone onto the antenna there. Referee signalling out. Unfortunately, no chance to see that one again. Juliana. Oh, good hit cross court. Important they sided out there, of course, in the manner in which the Chinese team took the first set. And, of course, Brazil being already a couple of points straight down here, didn't want their confidence to continue to plummet. Good serve by Juliana. Bump up from Chen. Here's Zhong now to hit. Locked out. Plenty of encouragement, as you'd expect from the home supporters for the Chinese team here. Certainly playing up to it as well. Already ahead in the second set. Down the line, Zhong pulls off a good defence. Nice control on the ball as well. Oh, it's hit down straight through the middle. Juliana fails, and there is nothing that this Brazilian team seem to be able to do right at the moment. 4-1. Here's Xue-Xi. First pass over the net. Now Juliana the rise. Again, they needed that. Played. Roll shot. Lovely to take the poise off the ball. Well, that's long. Not good enough from Larissa Fronza. Both of these two who train and reside in Fortaleza in Brazil have had an average domestic year. Haven't been winning just about every event. Talita and Antonelli have been going well as well. Seem to be coming in just to the right form ahead of the Olympic Games. The second Brazilian team. As Chen wins that block. Larissa to have another go. Chen again, this time it's blocked out. Brazil finally with a point to manage to side out again. 2 down though, that's the problem. Every time they do side out, there's still a couple of points to make up. Being a set down, and being so early down in the second, just makes it seem that much more difficult. These two mentally though, one of the strongest teams out there, we know that. Xue-Xi. Zhong. Decent touch this time by Juliana. Looks for it, and that's better from Brazil. Has to make one of the two up. Another hit through the gate there. It's wide open by Chen. Once didn't get a blocking stance right. Juliana now to serve here on City Beach in Shanghai. Zhong. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Larissa set into the corner. Zhong. Going to creep over the net, chance for a counter-attack here. Chinese finally able to set themselves. Problem for Brazil is that they were left with Larissa up there close to the net. Can block on a day, but it's so much more difficult for her, of course. Just think of the height. Certainly when she's up against Xue-Xi. 7-4, 3 points here. Looking very, very good for the home team. Larissa. Touch on the way through. It worked out right for Brazil. Change of tactic with the setting there. Behind Larissa. Juliana runs onto that outside position. Going down the line, don't really have much to aim at. Hence the touch off the block. Simple stuff for the Chinese. It's a very, very warm morning out there. Sun beating down on these players. Many of them will want to have to play 3 sets. The weather's been pretty much the same all week, especially after the tournaments in Brasilia and Xangai. Takes its toll physically, certainly with all the travelling involved. Juliana fails on a cut shot straight into the net, and China now have a 4-point advantage. China can put together any more momentum here. We will not be seeing a big wait before a timeout from Brazil. There we go, Larissa back to her usual tricks. Doing all right, old go at Juliana there. Ooh, that was close. Well left in the end. Close to the line. Nine to 6 then. Juliana Felizberta da Silva. Serves long. Gentle to take that in the back course. It's nicely worked though. And even better the finish. Brazil reading it okay. Juliana unable to get there. Took the pace right off the ball there. So they read it well in the sense that the tactics to defend the ball was right. Reception not all that great. Larissa having to work there in the set. And it's turned out all right. Themselves out of jail in Brazil. Jen. Ooh, she might have pushed that long. Well. Just signalled in. There might have been a touch from Juliana there, the way she's shaking her head. The line judge on the far side certainly signalled out. The referee will have seen the touch though. Here's Larissa. There's the reception, plenty of meters to make up for Chen. There's Zhong, just about kept alive. But the third touch was asking too much of Juliana. The Chinese very gratefully applauding their team, fighting for every point here despite their secure advantage in the match. Zhong's original touch. Second from Chen. Once Juliana got there at the third. That was difficult. By the way, we're watching the replay. The timeout has been taken now by Brazil. That's because there are 5 points down here. 12 to 7. And unless something changes quite dramatically here following this timeout, then China well be on the way to racking up a straight sets win against the Brazilians. Had a straight sets win last week in China, of course. It's difficult to look back all the way to when the Chinese have beaten this Brazilian team in straight sets. In fact, you have to go back to the Singapore Open in the bronze medal match in 2007. 46 minutes, 21-18, 21-9 there. Xue-Xi and Xu winning bronze against Julian Larissa in straight sets. So all the other straight sets meetings between the two since then have gone the way of the Brazilians. Could be quite a landmark win for these two here. 5 years. Xu. Juliana now, good serving. Chinese just about get themselves out of a hole there. That's poor though from Larissa. Deary me. So the Brazilians get the chance to sit down again only by virtue of the technical timeout. Remember they were 3 behind in the first and went on to lose quite spectacularly by 21 points to 13. 13-8 already here. It's looking worse for them. And the match very much in favour of those girls representing the host nation. The 15th straight year that we've been visiting China here. 9th straight season for Shanghai, but this is the first time we've had a Grand Slam in the city. And the 3 Chinese tournaments all back-to-back this year. Xangai last week, Shanghai, and then next week the players will move on to the scene of the last Olympic Games 4 years ago, Beijing, where these two, remember, didn't play together. Juliana missing out because of that knee injury. Chen. Is Larissa. Down the line. Comes up for Xangai hit. Larissa says no. Oh, it might be creeping over. That's well played by Juliana though. Excellent alert stuff at the net from her. Well, almost a joust. Juliana got there first. Back to then 4. Here's Chen. Down the line. Larissa's in the play. Chance for her to finish with a cut shot. Xangai eyes. There's Juliana, and this is better from Brazil. There is to be a comeback. The seeds could well have just been sown there. 2 points on the spin for the first time in a long time from them. Larissa to serve, goes short. Moves Chen all the way into the net. Right on the line. Oh, Brazil say it's out. Referee disagreeing, saying he saw it from his chair. Alex, in the meantime, is asking him to get down from his chair and have a look. Let's have a look for ourselves. Well, that might have taken a bit of the line. Remember, any part of the line in beach volleyball is in. Same rules as the indoor game as far as that's concerned. He's still arguing. Certainly not known for going away quietly. Could be a big part of the match, that. Just stopping Brazil's little run of momentum. Juliana. Not a great reception at all, but that is a decent response. Still says the last ball was in. Referee threatens with issue of a yellow card. They have been told to be a lot tighter on discipline. Towards the end of last year, we even had a bigger number of red cards being dished out. Xangai. Xue-Xi with a wonderful placement. Oh, that is a shock to behold. It's the reason we'll have another look. All the pace off the ball. Didn't have much to aim for there at all. Larissa was fairly tight to it. Couldn't get there. Lucky with a serve. Larissa over on 2, that's clever. Chinese asking for a handling error. So certainly didn't look the cleanest of touches, but of course she had to take it very, very low down. That feeling that the referee owed her on there. Shame we can't have another look at that. Zhong. Oh, good block. Now this is better for Brazil. Test to the Chinese nerves now. Back to within 2. Minimum advantage that the Chinese can have, of course, to win the set. Juliana rising. We've not seen enough of that from her today, making the blocks. So often the best blocker on tour. Xue-Xi. There's Chen to hit. Oh dear, Larissa. And end it the midriff. It's that conundrum of how you take the ball. Zhong. Larissa now setting nice and tight to the net. That's beautiful play. Much more like the Juliana Larissa that we're used to seeing. Larissa's excellent setting. Perfect to the most minute measurement there. Xue-Xi as Zhong looks to bump it on. And did so well from a difficult position. Made it very, very easy there for a partner to hit home across court on the angle. 17-14. And despite the Brazil small resurgence, as you see the backpedaling Larissa, it has been China who's kept its nerve. Again lucky with the serve. Juliana did well to recover there. She's gone long. And that's a big error. 18-14, and that should be the match now. Same play, this time a little inside that line on the opposite side. Larissa going very short in the serve, scooped up by Chen. Looks for the finish and finds a sand. Everything right for the Chinese. Very, very similar to the performance we saw yesterday against Doris and Stephanie Schweiger. There's the cut shot. The difference between yesterday and today is the quality of the opposition. Position not at its best though. Larissa sets up. Very well played. That will bring up match point now. 20-16. Chinese crowd absolutely delighted, and justifiably so, with what they've seen. This then for the revenge for the semi-final defeat last week in Sanya. Juliana to hit, hits hard. And Brazil by themselves at least another point of time. 20-17. 3 match points for the Chinese, 3 chances to side out here. Larissa knows she cannot make a mistake. Long. Chen to take down. There's the hit. Cross court into the sand, and it is a resounding straight set swim for China against the tour champions here in the semi-final in Shanghai. Their biggest margin of victory against this very team since 2007. 5 years since such a big win. 21-13, 21-17. Juliana and Larissa comfortably beaten. And Xue-Xi, Xue-Xi will be guaranteed at least a silver medal on their home patch. Their best result already here since 2006. So Xangai and Xue-Xi looking in top form now, been building up for the last 12 to 18 months. Again, they look leaner, fitter, stronger than ever before, and their technique has been ever improving too.